God just perfecting me. That's why I say I take life as it comes. Oh, let me see. Great morning. Let me change this. I hope you guys can see me and hear me okay. Turn this up. I am so happy and grateful for today. I'm happy and grateful for another day. As I stay, every time I get on this call, I am happy and grateful because it is just another day and another opportunity to work on me. It's another day and another opportunity to right my wrongs. It's another day on this journey where I can get things together. So I don't take my days lightly and I don't take them for granted. And I firmly believe that if we could get to a posture and a place where we could appreciate our days, we will appreciate one another. So I don't want to belabor the time. Today, I would like to wrap up the self-confidence formula because I know there are 5 points. As I stated, it comes from Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. So if you have not already, I do encourage you to get the book, Think and Grow Rich. The self-confidence formula is in chapter 3, which is the faith chapter. Self-confidence formula number 1. I know that I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose in life. Therefore, I demand of myself persistent, continuous action towards its attainment, and I here and now promise to render such action. Number 2, the dominating thoughts of my mind will eventually reproduce themselves in outward physical action and gradually transform themselves into physical reality. Therefore, I will concentrate my thoughts for 30 minutes daily upon the task of thinking of the person that I intend to become, thereby creating in my mind a clear mental picture. Number 3, I know through the theory of autosuggestion and desire that I persistently hold in my mind what will eventually seek some expression through some practical means of obtaining the object or position I desire. Number 4, which is what we're going to talk about today, I have clearly written down a description of my definite chief aim, and I will never stop trying until I develop sufficient self-confidence for its attainment. So, today, and hopefully y'all have a notebook, I want y'all to write this down. I want y'all to do something today. I want you to make a vision for yourself. Okay? I know we talk about vision. What is vision? And I keep telling y'all, whoever you believe in, your higher power, I believe in Jehovah God, and everything goes back to the book. Everything goes back to the book. But Habakkuk 2 and 3. Write down the revelation. So write down the vision. Write down your goal. Make it plain. So write down your vision and your goal for 2021, okay? Make it plain on tablets. So what are you going to do? You're going to make it plain on paper, all right? So that the herald may run with it. So that when you see it, you'll run with it, okay? When people see it, they'll run with it. When they see you, walking in your vision and your goal and your purpose for 2021, what they see in you should excite them that they want to encourage you and run with you also, okay? For the revelation awaits an appointed time. It speaks of the end and will not prove false. Though it lingers, wait for it, and it will certainly come and will not delay. Okay, so what I want you to do for 2021 is write your vision and make it plain. Okay, I am so happy and grateful now. And you're going to write your vision of what you see for yourself spiritually this year, what you see for your family this year, what you see for your health this year, and what you see for your finances this year. Okay? We're putting a date on it. We're putting it for 2021. So I'm going to say that again. I want you to write down, I am so happy and grateful now. Okay? That your spiritual goal, your family goal, your health goal, and your finance goal. Where do you see all that this year? What are you going to work towards for that? Okay? Write it down. And I know that we have smart devices. I'm guilty. It's in my phone. But I want you guys to write it on an index card, on a piece of paper, something where it is physically, tangibly, where you have written it out. Okay? Why? Because I feel like there's a different connection when you write something. When you go through the physical form of writing something down, I feel like it's different when you can have it and you can pick it up and you can feel it. Why? Because what increases belief? It's feeding the five senses. So yes, we can pick up I have it on my tablet, I have it on my phone, but I still have it written down because there's something about the feeling of it. Okay. So you want to write that down. I want y'all to do that, all right? And I want you to do it and have it with you, because when you hold it, so if you hold it, you keep it with you, you do realize that it'll go find it. It will find what you've written spiritually. It'll find what you've written for your family, your health, your finances, and it'll bring it to you. You don't even have to go chase it. It'll begin to come to you, because now you're focusing and you're working on your vision for 2021. Okay? So it says, I have clearly written down a description of my definite chief aim, and I will never stop trying until I develop sufficient self-confidence for its attainment. So what does that mean? What has happened? All right. So point 1, 2, and 3 is where we've been dealing with the mind conscience. Okay, we've been dealing with the mindset. We've been making it conscious that, hey, we got this. We can do this. It's like, waking up your little brain cells and letting the chromosomes start, taking, dusting it off. All right. But when you get to number 4, now you're creating it. All right. So you see it, you become aware of it, you begin the belief process. Now at number 4, you're creating it. You're putting the action in. Okay. Why? We can't even begin to have number 1, 2, and 3 come alive, transform, all of that without action. All right. We got the action. The action is what brings the process. The action is what goes down to the revelation awaits an appointed time. It's the process. That's why I tell y'all all the time, don't abort your process. Because y'all do realize that, like I keep saying, since I got the revelation, the blessing, the goal, the end result, you get it through the process. And once the goal is obtained, once your vision is obtained through 2021, at the end of 2021, that's the overflow of what has happened through the process of receiving it. Okay. So number 5, I realized, oh, wait a minute, let me go back to number 4. See, I'm getting myself happy. All right. So we're going to put it on an index card so that we'll have it. All right. We're going to keep it tangible. We're going to hold on to it. We understand that it will go and it will find those things and it'll bring it to us. All right. Transformation takes place in our actions. All right. So we're writing and seeing, oh, this is good. So when we write it and we begin to see the vision, that's what will cause us to have faith-filled action. Now, faith And I know, some of y'all think I'm going to get all deep. I'm not going to get deep, okay? Because faith, according to Webster, is complete trust or confidence in someone or something, okay? Now, y'all can go to the biblical of faith, all right? The substance of things hoped for, the evidence of the things unseen. But let's just keep it, all right? What is faith? It's the complete trust of confidence in someone or something. So when you're writing it down and you're seeing it, you're going to begin to have faith-filled actions, okay? Because you're going to begin to have complete trust in what it is that you've written for the vision. Faith-filled action, all right? So when we start doing it, our faith is increased. All of these things, as we walk it out, our belief is going to increase because we're going to see it come to unpack, to unfold, okay? Now, number 5, I realized that no wealth or position can long endure unless built upon truth and justice. I will engage in no transaction that will not benefit all whom it affects. I will succeed by attracting to myself the forces that I wish to use and the cooperation of other people. I will induce others to serve me because of my willingness to serve them. I will eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, and cynicism by developing love for all humanity, for I know that a negative attitude towards others will never bring me success. I will cause others to believe in me because I believe in them and in myself. Man. Wow. All right. Listen, you've got to get to a place, and like I said, this weekend I was blessed and honored to be able to hear one of my mentors, and what he said was, you got to get people free. You got to get people free, okay? You got to get to a place where what people say and think doesn't move you. What people say and think don't dictate your day, your feelings, your emotions, and your actions. Because you do realize that I don't care how picture perfect you try to be, you are not going to please everybody all the time. Okay? You're not going to do it. So the first thing you need to work on in order for you to be able to walk this out, in order for you to be able to love all humanity, you got to get people free. People make you not love, all right? Especially if you're trying and then they just shoot you down, or they just ugly and you like, the devil, what? Listen, you got to get people free. You got to understand there is nothing you can do in and of yourself to make everyone happy all the time, okay? You also have to stop looking at people as a source and start looking at them as a resource. Man, when he said that, that was good. What does that mean? You got to stop looking at people like, what can I take from them? What can I get from you? That's a source, okay? But you got to start looking at them as a resource. What can I give to them? What can I do to help you? All right? Why are we doing this? Because it shifts your mindset. It shifts your mindset, okay? Sorry, I got notes everywhere, all right? So you have to do this because you want to get in a posture where it says, I will cause others to believe in me because I believe in them and myself, all right? When you think about people who are around you, I don't know about y'all. I don't want anyone around me who does not want to be around me, all right? I'm talking about, and if you want to be around me, that means that you're willing to take Nicole at her flaws, not at her perfection. Man, ooh, that was good. Listen, I keep telling you, I talk to myself. All right. I want people around me who can love me through my flaws, not the people who want to know what can they get from me. All right. I don't want that. We got to get to a place where we're giving out what it is that we want. So what does this mean? You got to work on you. All right. I will engage in no transaction that will not benefit all whom it affects. There's nothing that I should be doing in my day where you're not benefiting from it. Y'all think about that. But how do you get there? How can you put all these things that you become aware about in action? You got to get to where you're I'm unapologetically Nicole D. Jones. Why? Because I stand here in a posture of submission and humility. You got to get humble. Okay? You can't get there if you have hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, or cynicism. You can't do it. It goes back to that first thought. What is your first thought? All right? You got to remember that whatever it is that you put out, it's going to boomerang and come back. That's good, bad, and indifferent. It just is what it is. Okay? So if you're putting out hatred, you're going to be hated. You put out envy, you put out jealousy, you put out selfishness, you can't be humble. You can't be humble in pride and arrogance. There's an opposite to everything. Okay? So in order for you to realize that no wealth or position can long endure unless built upon truth and justice, you got to be truthful to yourself first. You got to walk in humility. You got to be willing to deal with you. You got to understand that you can't control anyone but yourself. All right? I have a 7-year-old. And the truth of the matter is I can't control him. Because at any given moment, now thankfully he's more obedient than disobedient, but the moment that he chooses to get a hair in his little boo-boo, in his little booty, and don't want to listen to me, he stops listening. And it doesn't matter what I do, because he's got he got that streak of stubbornness in him. He get it honest on both ends, okay? And he will get to a point where, I remember one time he had something on the floor and I told him to pick it up and he just refused to pick it up. And then when he refused to pick it up, I put his hand on it. I literally took his hand and put it on it like this. And he went like this. He balled it up. All right? Come to understand, know, and walk in the fact that you can't control anyone but yourself. All right? So, built on truth and justice, integrity. Y'all got to walk in honesty. All right? You got to build your foundation. You got to be integral. You've got to, you don't want to, this is why it goes back to seeing people as a resource and not a source. Don't try to use people. Don't try to figure out what you can get from someone to build your foundation. You got to walk in integrity, okay? You got to say what you mean what you say, and be willing to work for it, all right? Because check this. When you walk in a posture of truth and justice, truth and integrity, truth and honesty, that's going to boomerang back too. Because I already told y'all, you don't have to go looking for your vision. When you walk this self-confidence formula out, it comes to you, okay? All you need to do is have it where you can remind yourself of it. So that when it's a day that you're heavy, it's a day that you feel like all hell is breaking loose and you're getting hit on each side, you can just pull it out. Yes, we can look at it on the phone and we can rub the glass, but no, I want to feel this, okay? You got to be able to get to a place where your integrity, it's seen. You know, I don't want to talk about my integrity For those who walk with me, I gotta believe that you see a different me today because I'm working on me. All right. So I realize that no wealth or position can long endure unless built upon truth and justice. I will engage in no transaction that will not benefit all whom it affects. Okay. When you see your peer or you see someone in your accountability circle that you're walking with and they've gotten where you're trying to get, what's your first feeling? If it's hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, any of that, you need to work yourself. You need to check yourself. You need to work on yourself, okay? Because you should be able to be happy for them. You should be able to be excited. It should be sincere and pure from your heart, okay? I'm excited when someone gets something. I love it, all right? I love it. I love to esteem people higher, okay? Because I believe you deserve it. And I understand wholeheartedly that what's for me is for me. You can't have it. It's for me. I can't have what's yours. It's tailor-made for you. And I don't want it because I will mess it up because it's for you. All right? Now, another thing, when you grab this, because this is all five, and you have to understand that this is something that you should be studying. This isn't something that you should be reciting every day and you just let it ride, okay? You should be breaking this thing down like we've been breaking it down with each other. This is just accountability, all right? We're dealing with our mindset. We're educating ourselves. We have something that we are educating. We're gaining wisdom, strength, and growth from this. We're keeping each other accountable. And in this, our lifestyle has to show it. That's the meal plan in a nutshell, okay? Mindset, education, accountability, and lifestyle. This is why we're doing this, all right? And we're going to celebrate each other as we go through the process and we make achievements, okay? That's the whole thing. We should be able to do this for one another because we're putting out the forces, okay? I don't like using those kind of words. Everything to me is spiritual. Everything goes back to spiritual, okay? So however you choose to energy, vibrations, whatever, it's the Holy Spirit, okay? It's the Trinity. It's who we are. We're 3 in 1. That's a whole nother. But all of this should get it to the point where we can have faith-filled actions, all right? Faith-filled actions. And this is another thing I want to share with you. You have to know that this goes back to the vision. Though it may linger, wait for it because it certainly will come. It's going to come at its appointed time. So we got to learn how to enjoy your goals. All right? So even though we put a date of 2021, if it doesn't happen by that date, you should still be happy and grateful. Because even if it didn't happen, you know that it's happening. All right? You know that you're in the process of receiving it. Okay? Our time is not God's time. Our time is not God's time. He is in control of all things. That's why I keep telling y'all calendars and dates and years is to mark time for us. But our time is not his time. Okay? So if something doesn't happen on the day you wrote it, don't lose faith. Remember, we're doing faith-filled actions. You got to know, okay, well, if it didn't happen, January 13th is happening, so I'm still happy and grateful. I'm still going to go through the process. I'm still not going to give up. Okay? If you guys can grasp this self-confidence formula, it should just grow, 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 grow. You got to understand, first, all change is uncomfortable. So this is going to be uncomfortable to you. Okay? Even with people around you. I need you to understand that you're a God but you're not their God. You're not the God. You're not God with the big G, but you're created in his likeness and image. So what does that mean? We are created to have dominion. All right? We're created to have dominion, which is why you got to stand in who you are in humility and submission, not arrogance and pride. Okay? Two totally different postures. But when you can get this and you can grasp it and you understand that you can apply this to any and everything, like we talked about last week, that word any. Do you not realize that this journey is limitless to you? Because you serve a limitless God. And the more you do it, the more you get in it, the more confidence you walk in, the more confidence people will see, the more this will grow, the quicker it'll start happening. Okay? Because there's life and death and power and authority in this. Smallest thing on your body, but sharp as a two-edged sword. Okay? So you got to remember, you stay in the right posture. Okay? I will cause others to believe in me because I believe in them and in myself. And you do realize that them come before you. I believe in them. I'm happy for them. I'm excited for them. I'm grateful and thankful for them before I'm grateful and thankful for me. It's a posture of humility and submission. Okay? It's a posture. So I wanted to hit those. When I realized 4 was so short and 5 kind of breaks it down, I wanted to make sure that we did that. Again, I don't ever want to belabor the time. This is the self-confidence formula. If you have not already, print it out. On here, they have it where you can sign it. I printed it out. I have it in my mirror because that's the first place I go in the bathroom. Okay? But print it out. Keep it with you and practice it. Study it. Learn it. Don't just put it away. We're going to now, I wanted to give you the self-confidence formula. In our time together, we're going to start working on us and how to make it effective. All right? Because it's 5 points, but you got to work on you for it to be effective. Okay? So that's why I wanted to be able to give them to you. I wanted us to be able to, none of us can say we don't know it. We don't have it because we've had it all week. Okay? So again, study it. All right? Don't just look at it as 5 points, but get to a point where you firmly, by faith, believe it is what you deserve. Okay? And we're going to build our self-confidence together. So remember, stay humble, focused, and positive, because you are healthy, you are wealthy, you are prosperous in everything that your hands touch. It must manifest and grow. It's because who you are. Again, thank you for your time. I am Nicole D. Jones. Thank you for just taking a couple more of the little Nikki Nuggets with me. And you have a fantabulous rest of the day. Smooches.